Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So, y'all, I didn't even want to do this video because this second part of the conversation really got on my nerves. Like, it was dragged out. This didn't need a second part. Zeus just trying to get everybody money. They wanted everybody to stay subscribed for that second week. You feel me? That's why they cut it and then put it into a second part, because this could have just been one big part of an episode. This didn't need a second episode, but y'all know how Zeus do. They want their money and they want people to pay for that damn subscription. Lumele shit. So the second part just starts off with the regular where left off with them fighting in part one. Natalie doesn't get a hit in, but in her mind, she thought that she was Mike Tyson and that she knocked Redd out, which we know she didn't. Redd didn't get a hit in, really. Natalie didn't get a hit in. So I don't know why Natalie's acting like she's this big bad wolf. Like, she beat Redd up. Like, she played it up so much. I remember after they filmed the conversation, she went on Instagram. She was just like, oh, the camera's going to show it. I beat her ass. Blase, blase, blase. I got her together. I beat her up so bad. Redd was bleeding. Redd had a black eye, all this. The next day, we see on Instagram Live, Redd goes on live or whatever. She's in bed, hair wrapped up, no black eye, no nothing. So it's like, why would you lie when you know we're gonna see the episode where Zeus is gonna zoom in to like the fights and the edits and stuff like that, and then nothing really happens. So that was like super, super, super disappointing. Like, what the hell was that? I don't know why Natalie just lies to us repeatedly. It starts off with them fighting, them getting separated or whatever, fighting, and then Redd was just over it, because at that point, I think Natalie ended up pulling her hair at one point to where her frontal starting to lift. You feel me? So what Redd did, typical Florida shit, she had the wrap for her frontal, whatever, so that way if it was lifting, it wasn't noticeable on camera, which was very, very smart of Redd. Redd, she's a noble woman. You feel me? Like, she gonna make sure she don't look stupid on TV. So she put the thing around her head and she goes up into the room, and that's when a little bit starts getting mad, because she's just like, you guys set me up, blase, 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 blase. And this whole episode, it broke down the third wall like a lot, because we got to see a whole bunch of the producers. The security guards were talking way too much. Let me say that again, way too much in the episode. Like, they had as much camera time as Redd and Natalie. It really got on my nerves. Like, the security guard just kept talking. They just kept talking. They just kept talking. They just kept talking. At one point, Jaylamina tried to get out of like the security's reach or whatever to try to get down there to defend Natalie or whatever. And the security guard was like, young lady, stop it. You're going to have to stop it. Like, he picked her up and freaking stood her against the wall or something like that. And I'm like, had that have been Megan or one of these other bad girls, he would have got knocked in his ish, because they would have been playing around with him. I couldn't believe he did that. I'm just like, whoa, like, relax. Like, it's Zeus. You know which network you're working for, right? You're not working for Lifetime, my dude. This isn't Dance Moms. Like, this is like Bad Girls Club, not reruns, but Bad Girls Club spinoff. So it's like, relax, my guy. Like, he was doing way too much, that security guard, and a couple of other security guards too. So Zeus, we need to find out what company these security guards came from, because they're a little too talkative. Security guards not supposed to talk. Y'all just supposed to stop the physical stuff and just shut up and just stand there. What you talking for? Like, they was talking too much. So yeah, she tried to get in, and Jaylamina, to me, she still looks like a follower this whole episode. I don't know why, because it's not a good look for her. And Jaylamina, I noticed in this episode, I'm not saying I didn't notice before, but like, she's really, really pretty, like facial wise. She has a good facial structure to where like her cheekbones are like chiseled. Like, when she does like this, like, her cheekbones are really chiseled. So it's like, you could be doing like modeling, like hardcore type shit, not hanging around with Natalie drinking, smoking. Allegedly, I think she be. Let me put up the banner. Let me put up the banner, child. Let me put up the banner. Yeah, allegedly, I think she'd be doing that white powder, then powdered donuts. You feel me with Natalie? I think that's what she does because she was a little bit too overhyped for what was going on. Like nobody really got a hit in for her to think that like, hey, I gotta defend Natalie. I gotta defend Natalie. Like that was a little bit too much for me, just in my opinion. And then also, Little Bit was getting mad because apparently, Redd talked about this on Instagram. She was saying how Zeus told her that she couldn't fight in this episode. Like she wasn't allowed to physically fight, or it would breach the contract. That's why if you notice throughout the whole episode, you see that Redd is a little bit more calmer than Natalie. You see that Natalie's a little more like mad and everything like that and hype because she knew that she was going there to fight Natalie. But Redd, she was probably told by Lamel and them like, hey, you can't fight or you're gonna lose half of the money that you're getting because Redd got paid $20,000 for the conversation. I don't know how much Natalie got paid. I could bet money she got paid more than 20K. I know that for a fact. She wouldn't take 20K to do this, especially with somebody like Redd. But she was told like, hey, it would be like a breach of contract, and that if she fought or everything, I guess she would lose a portion of money, but or it would violate a part of her contract or something. That's why Redd was so calm. Plus, I think she actually wanted to resolve the whole situation, but Natalie was just doing the most. She just wanted to fight. So at one point, Natalie goes into the kitchen. She's trying to get like bags of chips, and she's like, oh, they're hungry. This is why that they want to leave. They want food. They're hungry. I need to feed them. They're hungry. So she goes down there, she gets bags of chips, plates, all this stuff to try to like feed them or whatever. And again, I'm gonna repeat it again. The security guard gets in between again. He's trying to get in the middle of it. He's like, stop it. I'm like, bro, all she's doing is grabbing bags of chips. You act like she's throwing like bottles of alcohol or something crazy. Like all she's doing is grabbing bags of chips to freaking. Yeah, but my bad. I had to read the text real quick. But yeah, to freaking like throw at her, like, bro, it's some bags of chips. Like, this security guards were doing the most. Like, it really got on my nerves. Like, the whole episode. Was it just me? Comment down below if y'all think the security guard was doing too much. And also, if you guys want to see the live, where I watched the episode live, subscribe to my Patreon. I have it on my Patreon because I cannot leave it on my YouTube, or else I will get like a copyright strike or whatever. So I don't want to risk that, especially with my channel freshly getting monetized. So I do not want to risk that at all. So if you guys want to watch the episode with me that I streamed earlier on my YouTube, go to my Patreon, which is available on my channel, and subscribe to my, I think it's my bronze membership for $5 a month, and then you can watch it with me live. I'll have exclusive content on there also, and then a whole bunch of other videos too. And it goes from bronze, silver, and then gold, of course. Gold, I'll have videos up that I haven't uploaded to my YouTube, behind the scenes stuff, and everything like that. So yeah, that's what really kind of like annoyed me. The whole security guards, the whole time, they was just getting on my nerves. And there was one point, Redd and a little bit was outside in the balcony smoking, right? And they're just talking shit or whatever, they're talking crap or whatever, getting mad. So the security guard goes, oh, you guys got to quiet down the neighbors. Redd says, y'all should have got a bigger house. That was so funny. The thing is, Redd is comedy gold. Natalie's not smart because I would have put her on season 2. I don't care what anyone says. Redd, like, you need somebody like her on TV. What she said, you need me. That's how Redd go, you need me. And even in the part of the episode, Redd tells Natalie, she was just like, Natalie, you wanted to get with me, which is a funny joke. If you guys don't know the history of it, Redd has claimed that Natalie has a crush on her and that Natalie wants to get with her. That's why Natalie has such like a vendetta towards her, because she physically wants Redd, like she wants to F Redd. So the whole time Redd was like, oh, you need me, you want my body, which was so funny. This is why we love Redd. She's pure comedy. Oh my god, that was comedy gold. So they are outside in the balcony yelling. Redd pissed, a little bit pissed, because they feel set up. And then the security's going like, shush. Why are you telling the talent to shush? You're a security guard. You're not a producer. Like, that to me was crazy. And another thing too, they kept breaking that third wall, because once Redd went upstairs to Little bit was like, oh, where's Matthew? I need my phone. Where's Matthew? I need my phone. For them to say a production member's name, I know Zeus was already pissed about that because they just kept saying Matthew, Matthew, Matthew. And I'm like, who the hell is Matthew? At this point, I want to see what Matthew looked like because y'all just keep saying Matthew, 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 Matthew. So yeah, they finally get them to sit down, right? And actually kind of talk it out. Well, Redd wasn't sitting, but Redd wasn't sitting, but Natalie was sitting. So when Natalie was sitting, she was just like, oh, you bit my arm, you spit on me, and you put glass in my foot. Natalie's just so dramatic that anything that she says is just so funny to me. Like, because she exaggerates everything. She's like, you put glass in my foot, you bit my arm like a carnivore, okay? And then what she said, she was like, you spit in my face. So I don't want an apology. I don't want an apology. I just want you to know you're not going to be on Baddies season 2. It's a hard no. It's a hard no. And I'm like, Redd doesn't want to do Baddies. But in my opinion, if Natalie was smart, I would get her on Baddies because y'all beef is already a storyline right then and there. The producer hat, Natalie, producer hat, come on, like let me get a hat. Let me get a hat. Producer hat, put that hat on. Like, Natalie's not smart. Like, you're dumb. But anyways, she claims that Redd wanted to be on Baddies season 1 and that she's been begging Natalie to put her on the show, been begging Natalie put her on the show, all this stuff. But I don't think that's true because with the whole OnlyFans tea and everything, what happened with the whole OnlyFans thing, they were going to have Redd be a part of Baddies season 1, the OnlyFans version, right? But Redd kind of backed out of it because she saw it was too much drama. She saw it was too much BS or whatever. So she didn't end up doing it. So I don't think she wanted to do like the Zeus version. And I damn sure don't think she wanted to do season 2 after seeing how season 1 ended up because that was trash. So yeah, I'm waiting on them to announce season 2 and like the premiere dates and like when they're gonna start filming because I don't know yet. Recently though, Natalie did pick the Baddies season 2 cast and the Bad Boys Club season 2 cast as well. So I'm excited to see who's gonna be on the final cast and everything like that. So that's something to look forward to. 2022 is gonna be freaking amazing. I cannot wait for the good TV that we got in store. Of course, I'm gonna be covering all that stuff on my channel. I cannot wait to see all of it. Like, it's gonna be amazing. So yeah. So yeah, they started talking whatever. Redd is one of the worst people to argue with because she's comedic. So you being mad at her, it's not gonna get you nowhere because you're just gonna be mad and she's just gonna be laughing. So you can see the whole time Natalie sitting down, she was just getting angry. And pause. During that whole conversation, they close in, the camera closes in on Natalie and a gray hair. She had a gray hair like sticking out. And I'm just like, wow, Natalie, you're that old that you're arguing and doing all this stuff. And you about damn near 40. Like, if Natalie was smart, she would play behind the scenes and start up a newer Bad Girls Club. Her not even involved in it. These girls not involved in it. Her own Bad Girls Club. And she would have had money. Not involve herself. You basically doing slave work at this point because you doing all this hoopering and hollering or whatever, but you could have been a high-ass paid producer and get Bad Girls in there. We don't want to. We do want to see some alumni, but if we got a newer Bad Girls Club to where it's a whole new show that's like Bad Girls Club, right? And it's new girls or whatever that could audition every year, you would be making bank. You would have season after season after season. With Baddies, it's limited. Not all the girls that are alumni are gonna want to do Baddies. And then apparently I think season 2 they're gonna have random girls, which it's not gonna fit because how do you go from season 1 it being alumni to season 2 be brand new girls? You should have started it brand new girls from season 1 and not included yourself in it and just let you and Tanisha be producers behind the scenes, instigating drama, starting fights or whatever, and then that would have been it. But no, Natalie, she likes the limelight, she likes to fight, she likes to rah-rah, and included herself in it. And now you got to keep doing all the slavery work because now they're going to probably expect you to be in that Baddie season 2 house, which is exhausting as hell. So Natalie's just not smart when she's just doing business. People be saying, oh, she's a good businesswoman. She knows how to do business. She a hustler. She knows how to do business, don't get me wrong, but she puts too much emotion in business. That's not good. I know that from example because I'll be emotional lucky. But yeah, so they ended up talking or whatever. Nothing gets resolved. Red's still hooping, not Red, Natalie's still hooping and hollering. Red's laughing at her low key. She's just like, you want my body, whatever. And then Red was like, oh, look at your shoes. Zeus ain't shit either, because they do a close up shot edit of her foot upwards to her head. And they're like zooming in, right? They're zooming in, and they show it. And I felt bad because it just made Natalie look stupid. Because Red was like, oh, look at those shoes. I just can't get over those shoes or whatever. Apparently, there were Louboutin sneakers, right? That's what she said in the episode. There were Louboutin sneakers, apparently, allegedly. So, y'all know Natalie, she had to name drop. But they just didn't look good. Like, the shoes didn't look nice. Like, it didn't match her outfit. The baddie shirt looks like one of those shirts they give you a grab ash. And then the shorts that Natalie had on, it made her look like she had a fupa. But Natalie's not fat. She's just thicker. She's thicker than what she appears on Instagram. So Natalie be Instagram fishing like a lot. So that's one thing. And the close-ups on Red's face, Red looks so pretty. I don't care what nobody says. The only joke that people have against Red is that she's fat. She's fat, and then that's it. You can't say really nothing else. And that she's a bully. But I think the bully part, I think Red has grown from that, because she even put up a post on Instagram saying like, hey, like the conversation thing, she didn't go into it wanting to fight Natalie. Natalie was the one that was pushing for that and everything like that. She didn't want to do any of that stuff. So that's something to know, that Red's not a bully no more, in my opinion. She just kind of refrained from that, and she wanted to actually talk to Natalie, but Natalie didn't want to do that, of course. But yeah, that's all I got for it. It was useless. And another thing that we didn't see, that I was kind of sad that they edited it out, I think Jayla Mina ended up sneaking a little bit. Like, she got out of the room. There's a point of the episode tonight that they show Santana's boyfriend and Jayla Mina looking out the door, and then you see Jayla Mina getting out, and then they just pan to where Red and a little bit are mad. So I think that was the point where Jayla Mina got out and found a little bit, and they started fighting. But they didn't include that in the episode. I don't know why. I guess it was for legal reasons. A little bit was like, hey, like, don't put that on TV or something. But that did happen, and that was said on Instagram that Little Bit and Jayla Mina, they ended up physically fighting at one point in that episode. So I'm kind of pissed that they didn't air that. But y'all know how these shows do. They're going to put in what they want us to see. But if you head over on Instagram, BGCT, all those BGC pages, we knew what happened in that episode. And also, there was a memeable moment tonight with Jayla Mina and Natalie in the kitchen. They heard a noise or something coming, right? Next thing you know, they're both looking. They're looking to see, right? And nothing ends up coming around the corner. Natalie's scary ass. She's trying to see if Red is like going to sneak in and like knock her out or hit her with a punch or something. But nothing ended up happening or whatever. Nobody really fought. Natalie was big capping on Instagram saying that they got into a huge fight and everything like that, and they actually fist fought. That never happened at all. She missed like 10 of those hits that she could have got in. And yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. Do you think it was drawn out? Do you guys think that Natalie produced this episode and that's why some stuff was edited out to not make her look even dumber than what she looked like? Because half the time she just kept repeating herself too. Like, after they left the chair, she was just like, buenas noches, goodbye, ciao bella, bye, bye. She just kept repeating herself, bye guys, buenas noches, bye you guys. And then we just see Lumel, face blurred out, face keep blurring out. We see his face blurred out. Like, okay, we know it's you, Lumel, right? He need to hit me up though, because production-wise, I could put him on to a bunch of ideas on shows, but I don't know if he's willing to work with people that can pitch him shows. I feel like he just creates the shows or whatever, and then you just come along and help him out with it. But I could pitch Lumel a bunch of shows. If you're watching this, if you come across this video, hit a nigga